Hi guys, it's Laura Giles from Pan Society. Do you know why the monster in A Monster Calls is a yew tree? You know, if you don't know about folklore and mythology, then you're going to miss a lot of symbolism that can help you to both understand the story, but even more importantly, to kind of get through your life and make sense of your dreams and things like that, because everything's a symbol and everything is connected. So, do you want to know why the monster is a yew tree? Stay tuned and I'll tell you. So the first time that I encountered a yew tree was in England. I'm told that we have them here in Virginia. I think it's too hot for a tree. We do have bushes, but I've never seen a yew tree here. So I didn't know what it was. I'm at the Chalice Well in Glastonbury. I'm walking around, everything is really beautiful. And I get to this particular spot and the energy is amazing. I just feel so many things at once. This energy is just really big. I want to cry. I want to, it's kind of one of those indescribable moments. It was just, didn't feel bad even though I felt like crying. It was more like a release crying, and it just felt so full of love and cleansing, and I was just, what is happening here? And I just kind of stood there and took it all in, and whoa. I didn't know what it was. I just thought it was the garden, something. I had no idea. And then the next time when I went back, boom, same thing happened again, same spot. And I was like, okay, I need to figure out what's going on here. And that's when I investigated and found out it's the yew tree. Wow, who knew? So yew trees have really, really wonderful, energetic, spiritual healing properties. They just, I don't know, help you to restore balance or something. I'm not really sure, but it was just an amazing feeling to be sitting there with it. Now, you don't want to go out and see what you can find about using it medicinally, because every part of the plant is toxic. But, you know, sometimes toxins are medicine too. And that's true in this case. So recently, scientists found out that the Pacific yew can be used for cancer. It requires such a huge amount of energy from the yew tree, and they're really slow growing, that people began to manufacture it as I think it's a bioidentical, because it would take 6 trees just to treat one person. So it's a chemotherapy type drug, but it's super, super powerful. Now, what has this got to do with the Monster Calls? Well, in the movie A Monster Calls, we have this boy. He's kind of a nerd, kind of a loner. He's picked on, bullied. And so he's got really bad luck at school. And what's worse at home is his mom is dying of cancer. And every night he has a nightmare that a yew tree comes to him and tortures him, basically. And, you know, normally you would think, yew tree, not so scary. But, you know, in nightmares, anything can be scary. You could see a pen on the floor and go, oh, it's a pen, you know. So in his dream, the yew tree is the monster. And when you know about yew trees, it sort of makes sense, because his mom's dying of cancer. You got the cancer cure, and the thing that the monster wants him to face is himself, to be honest and, you know, stand in his own integrity about his own feelings. And he wants him to face his mom's mortality. That's another symbol of the yew tree. So yews are associated with transformation, ancestors, the underworld, and the spirit world, that kind of thing. In fact, if you look at a yew tree, they kind of give clues to this, because when the branches dip down to the ground, that can root and make a whole new tree. So they say that it's the only plant that is truly deathless. Pretty cool, huh? And it's super, super old, which is always associated with wisdom. The oldest one in Scotland is said to be at least 2,000 years old, could be as old as 9,000 years old. And legend says Pontius Pilate was born underneath that tree. Don't know if that's believable, but it does give the idea that if it was 2,000 years ago he lived, then that tree must be at least that old. So yeah, you have that wisdom piece that's going along with it too. Other things about the yew tree is that many traditions have a story about the world tree. So this is a tree that sits at the center of the earth, and its branches go up into the upper world and down into the lower world. So it's like the connection between the worlds, really. And this is a really super, super powerful, transformative liminal space. So anything can happen there. Lots of great things can happen there. So these are the kinds of things that you can find in nature every day. They're all around you. And you have to kind of know what the stories are to kind of make sense of them. Or you can do it the hard way and just watch and observe. And then maybe you'll go by like I did and be like, something cool is happening here. This branch is dipping down to the ground and a new one is coming up. Or you can just learn about your mythology and folklore and kind of have a shortcut. It really does make life so much more meaningful, makes your stories so much more meaningful. And you know, everything that we need is out here in nature. We are a nature-based religion. And it's not enough to just, my opinion, it's not enough to just sit there and admire it and be with it and take it in. You have to learn about it. It's going to make you a better steward of the land. It's going to allow you to accept all of the things that every plant, every animal, every mineral is offering to you so that you can live your life in a more full way. Lots of people have tons of anxiety and stress, you know, and I'm like, hey, the answer's right here. You going to take it? You know, so it's up to you. Hope that you take an interest in folklore, mythology. If you have any stories about yew trees, please share. Either they're your own experiences or other myths from around the world. We'd love to all learn together. If this has been useful to you, please like, share, and subscribe. It does help to keep our channel alive. So thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you on another Pan video soon. Ciao.